Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. The channel is the No Matrix No Subject All Subjects channel. Shout out to all my subscribers. Appreciate y'all. Y'all know I do. Shout out to the melanated brothers. We got a tornado watch going on in this area because it's rarely ever hot. We get probably 2 months of summer. Then it start getting back cold here in this Midwest, in particular Wisconsin, my home state, born and raised. So I want to kind of talk more about this approach of women and stuff like that. Man, listen, you give out your number, she take your number, that's a plus. But that don't guarantee you anything, so don't get your hopes up. She don't call you, she don't call you. So freaking what? It's her loss. Make sure you something, the way you do things, that make it a loss. Don't be a trash dude where they can say, well, he ain't ish anyway. Be a good guy. When you look, man, I'm gonna tell you, dominate these women, but yet treat them good. Don't ever raise your hand to them. Like I said, I would say the only way I can see it, if you fighting a dude and some chick trying to help him, that's different. Don't ever raise your hand to be violent, to be a P. Diddy type of ninja on these women. If Cassie was stealing from P. Diddy, he should have just called the police, have her arrested, so on and so forth. Now, I'm not saying, even as a kid, I had fights with girls. But I can tell you, when I grew up, man, I looked at it like the last altercation I had, I knew I was just too strong and too much of a fighter to be even going there with women. So from that point, it's like, I was like telling women, like, you hit me, I'm done with you. You can't beat me. What you hit me for? You hoping I let you hit me? Hoping you get away with one? Nah, man, ain't none of that. If a dude, because he got some side, and then this, I'm going to tell you how sick some of these women is. Some of these women lay in the bed with you, and you try to touch them, they'll be pushing their butt in your penis, and then you start touching them, they'll take your hands off of them, and then after that they'll start having their days where they denying you sex, but then they expect you. After a while, every man is gonna be like, all right, she don't want to do it. Some chick that like him gonna be around him and gonna do it. Then what? You gonna fight him? You gonna try to have somebody do something to him? You look, man. When you're a woman, if you're not sick or on your period, you, especially if he doing for you, he take care of you, you should want to do that for him. These women is weird. They want to do it for a dude that ain't doing nothing for them. And I'm telling you, they'll go on diets, they'll do this, they'll do that for a future dude that ain't even in their life right now, and if he is, he in the shadows. But those same women will be denying, the dude that took care of them the whole time. Because they just weird like that. And if this is you, any woman that will hear this, if I'm describing you, I just want you to know, truthfully, you are not classy. You are not a unicorn. You ain't ish. If I'm describing you, things you do, things you don't do, you a sick chick if you think you a good woman and it's the stuff you do. Especially if you done already divorced, you done already broke up, and you making him pay any type of money, but y'all broke up because of you. A lot of these dudes, that's sex. That's a big thing for us men. You could think it ain't all you want, but it is. You start doing that, man, it's personal. And I'm going to tell you why it's personal. It's personal because guys, every guy has multiple women that he could be dealing with, that he could be messing with. Why y'all think we do the Isaiah 4-1 series? But some of these guys choose to stick to one, and you got the nerve to be half performing sexually or not performing sexually. Something wrong with you. Something wrong with you, man. I don't care. Something ain't right with you. Especially, I'm going to tell you why I used to be the type where she got to be in the Bible, she got to be in the church. Not no more. And I'm going to tell you why I say that. Because if she ain't willing to get right with the Most High, and she ain't willing to let me teach her and show her all about that, I'm going to get rid of her anyway, so it ain't going to matter. But some of the ones that think they be doing evil stuff. Like not having sex with their husbands. Like trying not to be too freaky with their husbands. Talking back, all the stuff. They do all the stuff that lost women do. And you supposed to take their salvation seriously? Nah. Not me. So, when they don't call you back, don't worry about it, man. You might be dodging a bullet. So we're gonna go to different stages. Let's say you get a date. Say the date go well. You should be the main one asking the question. Guys, see, listen, these women want you to think they choosing you. They do have to choose you, but from a spiritual standpoint, you supposed to be the one doing the most screening. You as men. Because you the one that's gonna be the leader. In a healthy household, the man is the leader. So you get past the first day, everything cool. You texting her, she responding to your text. Get a little more personal with her. Don't put her all in your business on no second date, but just get a smidgen more personal. You know, stop telling them where you work. That could be a test for y'all guys. Don't tell them where you work or what you got for the first 2 days. And see how they react to it. If they react negatively, leave them alone. Stop being so thirsty. Stop being so thirsty. All that you want to hear her moan and groan. You want to feel like you ripping something, you really doing something. Man, some of them be acting, they be faking it, man. I'm just going to be honest with you. So don't take that too seriously. Some of them be faking. That's part of their love bombing, is to make you think that they just infatuated with your sex. And then most of them, down the line, they denying you. Didn't we just do something last week? Man, you should be used to this by now. That kind of stuff. That kind of stuff. So, when they get mad at you for not putting them, they try to ask you, so what do you do for a living? Just be like, I'm going to tell you. Just say it like that, I'm going to tell you. They keep asking you, be like, why is that so important? Well, I just need to know because we ain't married. We ain't in no committed relationship. So why is that so important? What it is they want to know if they make more than you. Any woman that's not willing to be with you because she make more than you is a waste anyway. Let them listen to the sprinkle, whatever, Shira 7. You ain't got to be with them. All these women be trying to act like they the only one, they the last one left. There's plenty of y'all. And some of y'all know the game that when the good man come along, you want to kind of see what's up with him. The rest of them still on that childish stuff. Accepting little gang banging, drug dealing dudes, but rejecting the dude that they can build with that ain't gonna go to jail. Their loss. Their loss. So in that second stage, you can get a little more personal, but I wouldn't tell them like what you do for a living until you're in a relationship. If you can get that far. If she keep pushing the issue, you already know that her reasons for dealing with you are not good. You already know. So, you get to the third day. You know, I would be, if I was y'all, I would try to do it the biblical way. You know, you go on like 3 dates. Then you find out what's up with them. So what's up with you? You know, you should be the one asking them what's next for us. Where do we go from here? Instead of them asking you. You know? And some of y'all should try them to see how easy that is. Like y'all guys just not as spiritual as I am. I would tell you to try them just to see how easy they are. And then if they give it up, ask them why. Don't put them down. Just ask them, what was so special about me where you gave it to me so easy? And if they try to answer it right, then you ask them, be honest. Was you ever easy for anybody else like that? And y'all know what I say. Before you marry them or have any strong commitment, you go and drop that little 500 on the lie detector test. That'll save you way more thousands than if you start trying to cream pie her and she get pregnant. Trying to Suzy cure her. Trying to turn her into a hostess cupcake. It'd be easier to just go ahead and pay that little $5. But what I tell y'all, I told y'all this earlier. Use protection and tell her to get on birth control. Both. Don't be trying to have kids, man. You got your whole life to have kids. You want to have kids with the best possible women. Now, yes, they turn on us. But I can say, as far as the kids, I couldn't have had them with a better person in terms of how she is with them. She's really good with the kids. Really good. A++++. It's just, with me, it was a whole different thing. With the kids, A++++++. It be like that, man. I ain't even mad. It's open season, though, but I ain't mad. So, don't get your hopes up. She take your number. Keep shooting your shot. You should shoot your shot all the way up until you got one. Then you give her time, to be the only one. See what she about. If you practice polygyny, she should already know you do. And then you start adding. Like me personally, I'm not going over 3. I mean, at the most, the 3. Because to me, more than that just gets excessive. I'm getting my nut up. I'm getting it up. They would have to be terrible, complete trash for me not to get my nut up. It's getting off. It's getting off. It's been time where I saw it and almost was ready to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 blast off. But they supposed to be a lot of fun. Y'all like fishing? I do. I like fishing for sea fish. I like fishing for human fish, no. I do. I ain't gonna lie. So, at my job, it's a whole lot of attractive women. And they know it. They come to work with a lot of them come to work with clothes that's not too tight, but it's tight enough for you to see what they working with. They some of them come like they going to the club, hair done, makeup done. That's just the way it is, man. But this is how I think, yo. I believe in respecting them if they respect me. If they don't, I'm not going to deal with them. Why should I? I'm a dude that when you get disrespectful from me, you know it's the beginning of the end, if not the end. You know it. Know it. I don't believe in staying with women that's disrespectful to you, that's not sexual towards you, no matter what the circumstances is. And y'all dudes should have enough money or get the money where, first of all, you shouldn't be living in no woman's house. It should be your house. You living in her house, you losing already. She could tell you to get out. She can start an argument, call the police, and you gotta leave. So that's mistake number one. Living in their house. You should not be living in their house. It should be them living in yours. And really, it should be, man, I wouldn't, no less than 2 years. I'm going to tell you why. Because when I got with her, I was just moving too fast. I'm going to tell you. Met in November. She already was living there by the summertime. That's a no-no. Guys, don't do that. Don't do that. Married within not even 2 years. Don't do that. That's too soon. And when I look at some of the things that was transpiring, it was a shocker that we even made it to that point. It was. 2 years they shouldn't even be living with you. You gotta see what they're about. See if they try to put an ultimatum on you. See if they try to break up with you. If they try to break up with you, break up. Tell them, nah, that's what you want, that's what you gonna get. And do not bend. When a woman try to break up with you, break up. I'm telling you, it don't get better, man. It don't get better. Break up. Like, nah. But anyway, we got more videos to come tomorrow. Y'all stay tuned. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping on Sellers channel.